taking it easy to do.
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
And a good Tuesday evening to everybody. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking some pleasant temperatures as we head through our Wednesday, as well as a lot of sunshine. So definitely different than the last couple of days, but it's a welcome sight to many of us. Right now, we've got a little bit of sunshine out there in downtown Utica. Temperature right now, 79 degrees, although it feels like 82 thanks to that dew point at 71. And once that cold front passes through our area in the next couple of hours, we will see that dew point come down. It's starting to come down a little bit thanks to that westerly wind at around 6 miles an hour. Other numbers around the region, most of us are in the 70s, like Cooperstown, Oneonta, right at 70. Canjo, a little bit behind that, 69, and Syracuse is a little bit warmer than that at 83. And you'll notice that most of the shower activity has passed off toward the south and east, down toward the capital region, the mid-Hudson Valley, although I can't rule out another shower or two over the next hour or two as this cold front continues to pass over central New York and takes a lot of the moisture and humidity with it. In its wake, we'll have a lot of sunshine as we head through our Wednesday, but as I mentioned, over the next hour or two, there still is the marginal risk for a little bit of excessive rainfall, flash flood threshold for areas to the southeast of Utica, the best chance of that down toward the capital region, the mid-Hudson Valley. Most of this threat has already occurred, though, so that's a little bit of good news for you. Temperatures right now are into the 70s and 80s, as I just mentioned, but overnight tonight we'll have temperatures dropping back to around 65 degrees with cloudy skies clearing, and then as we head through our Wednesday, there may be a few mid and high-level clouds. Other than that, we'll see abundant wall-to-wall sunshine with temperatures between 80 and 85 degrees, but the difference is because of a westerly wind, we'll have less in the way of humidity, even though temperatures will be right where they were today. As we head through Thursday, though, we've got another cold front heading our way, and that does introduce the threat for a few stronger or even severe thunderstorms, the main risk from that being similar to today, some heavier rainfall as well as a little bit of lightning, maybe even a bit of small hail and some gusty winds. So again, the best chance is Thursday. Then Thursday night and Friday on the 4th of July, we start to dry things out, and it looks like most of the days on both Saturday and Sunday are dry. Can't rule out some spotty showers both Saturday night and Sunday night, and then Monday and Tuesday looking pretty wet at this point, but at least it's Monday, Tuesday, not Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. We will notice an increase in humidity, though, once we get past Friday. Friday's looking like the coolest day of the week, with temperatures between 75 and 80, but again, abundant sunshine in the wake of that next cold front. And as we head through Saturday, we'll see an increase in clouds as well as the humidity. Same thing as we go through Sunday with temperatures in the upper 80s to around 90 degrees. Temperatures a little bit cooler than that Monday and Tuesday, but oh so humid with scattered afternoon thunderstorm chances both of those days. But at least it's Monday, Tuesday, not Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, which is the holiday weekend.
And of course, Jordan, our neighbors to the north had some wonderful weather for Canada Day today, and we're going to have some equally nice weather for 4th of July Friday.
Absolutely. Temperatures, as I mentioned, a little bit cool. We should be around 81 this time of year. Friday will be around 77, but still, I don't think there's much to complain about. At least it is dry.
All right, we can't wait for that. Coming up next on Eyewitness News at 6.
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
And a pleasant Tuesday evening to everybody, and welcome to July. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking the return of some sunshine for our Wednesday as well as less humid air. So let's get right to our live look right now at downtown Utica, where that humidity is starting to come down slowly but surely. The dew point is still 71, and thanks to that and calm winds, we could have a bit of patchy fog developing across the area tonight. Temperature right now 72 degrees, and the heat index is the same at this time. Temperatures will continue to drop during the overnight hours to around 65 degrees for most of us, and we've already got some numbers down toward the south and up toward the north, higher in elevations that are down into the 60s, but for most of us across the valley, Interstate 81 corridor, we've got temperatures into the 70s at this time. That's thanks to the cold front that is now making its way. It's actually kind of a stalled front right now as it makes its way through the Hudson Valley, portions of Connecticut, into the capital region right now, but it'll continue to move off toward the east as a cold front later on tonight, and so we'll see some clouds, yes, and temperatures in the 60s, but the return of some less humid air for our Wednesday. So again, a few clouds overnight tonight. The shower chances have come to an end. Temperatures will be around 60 degrees or 60 to 65 to start your Wednesday, and then we'll be between 80 and 85. So similar to where we were today, but thanks to a northwesterly wind out of Canada, we'll see temperatures, or I should say dew point temperatures, much lower than they have been over the last couple of days. We'll also see wall-to-wall sunshine with the exception of a few mid and high-level clouds during the afternoon. So sunshine will be the big headline for our Wednesday, 83 degrees. Thursday, we'll see the return of some humidity as well as some chances for storms. The best chance for that looks to be between about 8 a.m. and 1 p.m., so kind of late morning into the early afternoon, thanks to another cold front heading our way. And yes, that does carry a low-end risk for severe weather, according to the Storm Prediction Center. Looks like the main threats, as has been most of the summer, includes some damaging winds, possibly some small hail, heavy rain, and of course some lightning. That includes all of us here in central New York, less likely as you head toward Lake Ontario. But then once we get beyond that, Friday, Saturday, and maybe even into Sunday too, looking predominantly dry. It's once we get beyond that into Monday and Tuesday of next week that rain chances start to return. So again, enjoy the low humidity and plentiful sunshine. Tomorrow you'll definitely need the sunglasses, the sunscreen, if you're going to be spending any lengthy amount of time outside. 83 for tomorrow. Slightly cooler, but slightly more humid as we go through Thursday with those late morning, early afternoon storms, 81. And then once we get toward our 4th of July as we go through Friday, we'll be between 75 and 80. That looks like the coolest day of the next 7, but hey, we can't really complain. We'll have plenty of sunshine as well as less humid air. But then the humidity comes up over the weekend, so do those temperatures. We'll at least be mainly dry right now. We'll have to watch Sunday. We may have to throw in a few rain chances, but the wettest days look like Monday and Tuesday, and those could be humid as well.
Excellent conditions for our neighbors to the north today who are celebrating Canada Day, and the same conditions it looks like for us on Friday when we celebrate Independence Day.
Yeah, not only Friday but also tomorrow. That northwesterly wind, of course, you think of what's to the northwest, Canada, on the other side of Lake Ontario, and that's where the cool Canadian air is coming from for tomorrow, so we'll take it.
Very good news, eh? A lot of changes are happening in the pro leagues tonight. Eyewitness Sports Director Dorian Alert.
Now, your Eyewitness Weather Forecast.
And a pleasant Tuesday evening to everybody. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, and welcome to the month of July as well. Thankfully, the second day of July is looking a little bit better than the first, and it'll also feel a lot better as well. Temperature right now, even as of the 11 o'clock hour, still 72 degrees, and slowly but surely that dew point is starting to come down. The winds are out of the east-northeast at 3 miles an hour, but as we go through the night, the winds will switch over to the west and northwest, coming out of Canada and Lake Ontario. In the wake of the cold front that moved through, that heat index value is still at 72 degrees at this time. We do have mainly dry conditions other than a few showers grazing the Oneonta area around the Interstate 88 corridor. But as far as temperatures are concerned, around the Mohawk Valley, Interstate 81 corridor, it's still in the 70s. And in the higher elevations, both up toward the north and down toward the south, we've got temperatures into the 60s. The mid-Hudson Valley, I should say, is still in the 70s at this point as well. We have a cold front that is now becoming a stationary front, I should say, stalled over the capital region, the Mid-Hudson Valley. It's once this secondary cold front moves through later tonight, you'll notice that it doesn't have a lot of moisture associated with it. That's when the winds will switch over to the west-northwest and the dew points will drop behind it. So much different Wednesday, even though the temperatures will be similar to where they were today. So overnight tonight, we'll have just a few clouds, and because that dew point and the temperature are still going to be rather close in the mid-60s, we could have some patchy fog out there. And then as we go through our Wednesday, we'll have that west-northwesterly wind, and we will see plenty of sunshine. Maybe a few mid and high-level clouds late in the day, but obviously no rain coming from those. Temperatures making their way up to between about 80 and 85 degrees, which is similar to where they were today. But again, feeling a lot more comfortable under plenty of sunshine, wall-to-wall sunshine, abundance of it. Thursday, though, definitely looking wet. Looking like the wetter of the next 2 days with some morning storms. Looks like the best chance of that comes between about 8 a.m. and 1 p.m. Some late morning, early afternoon storms, which is unusual timing for what we typically see. We typically see those in the afternoon, and as has been the case over the spring and summer, we are under a marginal risk for most of our area, with the exception of areas close to Lake Ontario. The best threats being some damaging winds, possibly some hail, as well as some heavy rain, because we will have a lot of moisture in the air. But then once we get beyond that, Thursday night, Saturday, I should say, and most of Sunday looking pretty dry at this point. It's not looking like we'll see scattered rain chances returning Sunday night, beyond that into Monday and Tuesday, which bodes well for the 4th of July weekend, I should say, which means that we'll see mainly dry conditions, other than the fact that the humidity will be on the rise, and so will those temperatures, making it up to around 90 degrees on Sunday. But Friday, meanwhile, looking like the opposite of that, the coolest day of the next 7, and then we'll see those storm chances working our way again Monday and Tuesday with some added humidity.
Nicest day of the week. It's a good thing that that's the 4th of July. And of course, pretty good conditions today, especially for our neighbors up north who are celebrating Canada Day.
Yeah, that's exactly where the west-northwesterly winds are coming from. So it looks like they're sending it to us, and it looks like it'll be with us again on Friday as well.
Well, we'll take it. Coming up next on Eyewitness News at 11, Utica